Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose rough stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Hello there, Chinook fans. We are live here, game number 42. 3 games left in this Alaska Baseball League action tonight. Your Chinooks, or should I say this afternoon, your Chinooks begin their final game down in Kenai as we end a 4-game and 3-day road trip. Last night was a brilliant day to be a Chinooks fan. We swept the doubleheader in a electrifying first game of a 6-5 win and went down to the wire. And then we came out in the second one, a little bit easier on the heart. A 6-2 win was the Chinooks. And we are here in game number 42. And your Chinooks are tied with the Oilers for the 4th and final playoff spot. Both come into this game with a record of 17 wins and 24 losses. So, folks, with 3 games left, whoever comes out of this one on top will be a full game up with 2 games left. So you want to talk about importance? Well, this game has every penny of it. On the mound for the Oilers in this important game of the season is Kyle Lucky, the 6'6" right-hander from UC San Diego, with a 3-win, 1-loss record and a 3.22 ERA, and in 22 1/3 innings pitched, 19 strikeouts, 11 walks, and 21 hits. And leading things off and playing center field will be Levi Gilcrease. Following him will be the first baseman Justin Gomez. Batting third is Preston White and playing left. The cleanup hitter and playing second base, Brandon Mitchie. Luke Caffey will be batting fifth and playing the hot corner third base. Tyler Yoshihara in the DH hole, batting sixth. Adam Rojas in the squat tonight, batting seventh. J.J. Julian off the mound and playing right field tonight and batting eighth. And Alex Schmitz playing shortstop will be batting in the 9 hole. And here we go to kick out. Game number 42, 62 degrees here, or 2:05. First pitch time down in Kenai. And we are set to kick off a critical game in this ABL season. The winner of this game is a game up with 2 games left. And the first pitch from Lucky is swung on and fouled to the backstop by Gilcrease. And that's how we get this one started. No balls, 1 strike here. And this one, the Chinooks sporting their Chinook blues, the Oilers, and their Oiler red. And the 0-1 from Lucky to Gilcrease here. He swung on and missed, and Gilcrease down early. In an 0-2 hole here, Gilcrease so far this season hitting .248 as he has been feeling the ball well last night. In the first of the two doubleheader went 3 for 4, came across to score once. And then the second game went 1 for 3 with a walk and a strikeout as he takes that 0-2 in the dirt, ball 1. Justin Gomez on deck. And, well, Aaron Shackelford's on deck, it looks like. So we might have had a late scratch in the lineup. But nonetheless, the 1-2 to Gilcrease is up high, ball 2. The 2-2 is in there for strike 3 as Gilcrease goes down looking to begin this game.
Now batting for the Chinooks, number 8, Aaron Shackelford.
And the first pitch to Shackelford drops down, ball 1.
I assume short, but let's see after this happening.
We'll go first is the next question.
We'll go.
And the 1-0 to Shackelford is outside, ball 2. Shackelford in the game. We'll see what he is going to play tonight. We had him scratch today. But we'll see where he goes. The 2-0 is sent up into play and out of play for strike 1.
Brought to you by Casix Brewery.
2 balls, 1 strike here to Aaron Shackelford at the plate. The 2-1 is in for strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
That must have been when they made that last minute, like, officiating.
Yeah. Any idea when the line change came?
And Shackelford goes down swinging there for out number 2.
Now batting for the Chinooks, number 25, Justin Gomez.
So now with 2 outs and nobody on, Justin Gomez is at the plate here. And the pitch to Gomez from Lucky. He's up high, ball 1. And the 1-0 is in for strike 1. So Preston White standing in on deck. So we'll be seeing if he's going to be in the field after the lineup changes. The 1-1 to Gomez with 2 outs and nobody on. He's outside, ball 2.
Is leading off at center. We don't know where he's shot for two.
You know he's batting second.
Yep.
Pretty much shortstop.
And that 2-1 is in for strike 2.
And White's on that 31.
The position in field can change later. White's on that right now?
Yeah.
And the 2-2 is chopped foul by Gomez.
Yeah, I'm just standing out here. See what we can get.
Yeah, I had no idea they made changes.
I saw him go out and I saw him look up here. But we heard two announced the lineup.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Gomez. And Gomez goes after that one and sends that foul. A 2-2 to Gomez. Is sent up in the left field. Isaac DeVoe out there going to come in and put it away for out number 3. So the Chinooks go down in order 1, 2, 3. And we had the Oilers come on the plate. And we're back in the bottom of the first here as the Chinooks went down in order 1, 2, 3. And Andrew Towns here to start for the Chinooks, thrown from the left side. The Clemson left-hander as he misses outside ball 1. So after we spread around those lineup changes, it appears Justin Gomez will be batting third and playing first. Aaron Shackelford will be in the DH role as Towns misses ball 2. In the field tonight, catching is Adam Rojas. Playing first base, Justin Gomez. Playing second, Brandon Mitchie. Playing shortstop, Alex Schmitz. Third base, Luke Coffey. And from left to right, Preston White, Levi Gilcrease, and J.J. Julian. As that 2-0 misses ball 3. Things off here for the Oilers. He'll be followed by Paul Kunst in the 2-hole and Nathan Webb batting third. First, and this 3-0 is inside, so Towns issues a 4-pitch walk to Strom
Now batting for the order.
to begin this game.
The second baseman from the University of San Diego, number 5.
Paul Kunst here hitting with a runner on first and nobody out in this bottom of the first inning. And the first pitch to Kunst is in for strike 1. And the 0-1 from Towns to Kunst. Misses. And evens up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike here. Kellen Strom stands on first after a 4-pitch walk. Paul Kunst. The Oilers' second baseman hitting from the right side, faced a 1-1 count.
Their lineup is no Christian center. Yep. Shackelford is DH. Yep. Gomez at first. White's left. Mitchie is second. Okay, Mitchie's that's. Coffee at third.
And this 1-1 is sent out of play.
Stop ball.
For strike 2.
Old Town Bingo. Batting 6.
Coffee's batting first.
Okay, go ahead.
Rojas is 7.
Rojas at 7. Okay.
He's catching. Julian is 8.
Yep.
Schmitz is shortstop.
And the 1-2 is sent out of play. And we'll have another 1-2 on its way from Towns momentarily here.
Is he not here?
1 ball and 2 strikes. He's chopped out to Schmitz at short. He's going to flip to Mitchie at second. The flip to first is not in time. So the fielder's choice gets Strom out at second. And Coops will stand on first now for Nathan Webb, the third baseman for the Oilers here. One out here in the bottom of the first. Nathan Webb. UC Riverside, third baseman to the plate. First pitch swinging, chops that high in the air. Gomez out there at first, going to circle under that one and put that away. One pitch, one out.
Now batting for your Peninsula Oilers. Right
Thomas Ruddy now to the plate.
Number 17.
From Yale University. 6'3", a left-hander. Hitting with 2 outs and a runner on first. Ruddy comes into this game hitting .286. Andrew Towns on the mound for the Chinooks. Sets and the first pitch to Ruddy. He's in for strike one. And Towns with a pickoff move as Kuntz just slides in safely there. And finds its way in, and Ruddy down to an 0-2 hole here. And the 0-2 is out in the dirt. Roger's going to go pick it up, but Kuntz is going to make it into second after that ball in the dirt. Now runner stands on second here with 2 outs, and Thomas Ruddy facing a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Towns sets, throws. That one's chopped. Foul down the line. So we'll have another 1-2 pitch from Towns here. Strikes here with 2 outs to Ruddy from Towns. And that one comes inside and gets Ruddy looking there. The Oilers get a base runner, but the Chinooks work out of it. We head to the top of the second. 0-0 ball game here down in Kenai. Top of the second, we go. Preston White, the cleanup hitter, to lead things off here. He leads things off with Brandon Mitchie standing in on deck. And Kyle Lucky back on the mound for the Oilers. Puts that one in for strike one. The ball's one strike. And White goes after that one. Wanger at first, going to give chase, but let it sail out of play. And White quickly down to an 0-2 hole. The 0-2 from the Oiler right-hander. And White, the appeal down at first, says he held up. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now. And the 6-6 left fielder at the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And in there for strike 3 at the knees as White goes down looking there for the first out of the second. Brandon Mitchie now to the plate.
Now batting for the Chinooks, second baseman, number 9, Brandon Mitchie.
Mitchie hits here with nobody on and 1 away. And that one misses from lucky ball 1. The 1-0 to Mitchie. He's in there for strike 1. Even count of 1-1 here to Mitchie, hitting from the left side. As Mitchie goes after that one low and sends that out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Mitchie, he'll be attending Mercer University next year. Hits here with 1 away, nobody out. Hitting .234 this season with 5 doubles after going 0 for 4 in both games last night. The 1-2 from Lucky on the mound. As that one drops low, ball 2. Luke Coffey standing on deck here. The 2-2. And that one's shot foul by Mitchie to stay alive here.
No, not really. So Sumo and Braid, 5th inning busy bat.
The 2-2.
Okay.
And Mitchie sends that out to right center, and that one's going to drop for a leadoff single here. As Mitchie gets aboard with a 1 away. So Luke Caffey will work with a runner on first and 1 out here in the top half of the second. Caffey comes into this game. In the second game of the doubleheader last night, went 2 for 3 with an RBI double. Comes into this game hitting .219. Brandon Mitchie stands on first after he just singled moments ago. Lucky now from the stretch, sets. And the first pitch to Luke Coffey. He's swung on and going to get through in the left. As Caleb Hicks out there at short, moved to his right, but not quick enough. And back-to-back singles here.
Now batting for the
Put runners on first and second with 1 out.
Number 15, Adam Rogers.
And Adam Rogers coming to the plate here. Rogers, the Judson University catcher. Comes to the plate here, hitting .206 and 68 at-bats. Has a chance to drive in a run as Brandon Mitchie stands in on second. Luke Caffey at first. Lucky working from the stretch here. Looks into his catcher, Mikey Honer, and gets the signs here. So that's in the stretch. And the first pitch to Rogers. And that breaking ball drops in for strike 1. The 0-1. And Rogers lays off that one. Hand high, ball 1. 2 on and 1 out here in the top half of the second. No score yet for either team. Adam Rogers awaiting the 1-1 pitch from Kyle Lucky on the mound for the Oilers. And Rogers watches that one in for ball 2. 2-1 is the count here. Brandon Mitchie on second, Luke Coffey on first after they got on in back-to-back singles. J.J. Julian on deck, and the 2-1 pitch to the Chinook catcher, Rojas, is down for ball 3. So Rojas will have a hitter's count here of 3 balls and 1 strike here with 1 away. Lucky sets the 3-1 on its way. And that one's going to miss for ball 4. And so this will be a bases-loaded situation for J.J. Julian, who will take his first hacks of the season. As we've seen Julian come in to pitch run a few times. Well, this is the first time we've seen him with a start in the field.
Hey, Sharon. Tell Bob and Dan this is his first at-bat of the season.
Typically, we see Julian on the mound, but instead, we'll have the bat in his hand tonight. And what an opportunity he has. 1 away, bases loaded here in the top of the 2nd inning. In this Chinook-Oiler matchup, Lucky now going from the windup. The first pitch to Julian is down for ball 1. Julian from Southern Wesleyan University, the graduate. Faces the 1-ball, no strike count with bases loaded and 1 away in the top of the 2nd. Lucky from the windup and the 1-0 pitch. He's in for strike 1. One ball, 1 strike here to Julian from Lucky. And that breaking ball drops in and freezes Julian up there. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Mitchie on third, Coffey on second, Rojas at first. Chinooks at every bag with 1 out and the 1-2 to Julian. Lucky gets the Sonics from Honer as catcher. The 1-2 from the windup is in for strike 3 as Julian goes down looking there for the 2nd out of the inning. And so now with bases loaded, Alex Schmitz will come to the plate. Schmitz had a 2-run bomb in last night's first of the 2-game doubleheader. And nothing would be better here for the Chinooks than a bomb here by Schmitz. Bases loaded, 2 outs. It's 0-0 affair. Schmitz comes into this game hitting 167 and 102 at-bats. Lucky on the mound from the windup once again. The first pitch to Schmitz. And that breaking ball is working well for Lucky, and that one drops in to Schmitz, strike 1. And that is a tough pitch to see from the 6'6" frame of Lucky. See, he's been throwing that breaking ball consistently so far. The 0-1 to Schmitz, swung on and missed. And so now Lucky, 1 strike away from getting out of this bases-loaded jam. Chinooks at every base here for bases-loaded situation in the top of the 2nd with 2 outs and an 0-2 pitch on its way to Schmitz. And the 0-2 is chopped straight to the backstop by Schmitz. Just missed that one. No balls, 2 strikes here with 2 outs and bases loaded. Lucky from the windup, the pitch. And Schmitz goes down, checks his swing, and Schmitz goes down swinging there. The Chinooks get the bases loaded but cannot take advantage of it. We head to the bottom of the 2nd, 0-0 ball. Bottom of the second here, no score. And this Oilers-Chinook matchup, Andrew Towns back on the mound for the Chinooks is the first baseman for the Oilers, Benny Wenger, to lead things out here. Caleb Hicks on deck, tied for the league lead in home runs. As Towns puts that one in for strike one to Wenger. The 0-1 from Towns is chopped and off the leg of Towns. And Mitchell will have to hurry here, flips to first and in time. As the Chinooks catch a huge break there. Off the leg of Towns for a 1-4-3 ground out there. As that one had single up the middle written all over it. But the Chinooks get the out. Caleb Hicks now hitting with nobody on and one away. Hicks playing the shortstop position tonight for the Oilers.
Fans, a very special thanks to Ron Horvath for housing Trent Haddon. I didn't have Ron on the list.
Towns the pitch. And Hicks goes after that one and sends that out of play for strike one here.
Brought to you by Big G Electric.
And that 0-1 gets away from Towns, misses outside. Even count of 1 ball and 1 strike. Even count of 1 apiece is low ball 2. Hicks, Murray State, 6'2" infielder. Hits here with 1 away and nobody on. The 2-1 from Towns is just tying outside. Ball 3, Hicks thought about it for a moment, but laid off. Hicks this season, 6 bombs, 6 doubles, but just a .216 batting average. And the 3-1 is outside, so Towns issues his second walk of the night.
That's the Oilers. Designated hitter from Lynn Benton Community College.
And the Oilers will have a runner on first for Jack Bauer. The Lynn Benton Community College 5'9" catcher playing DH tonight. Bauer last night. And the first game of 2, went 2 for 5 with a strikeout and a stolen base. And he hits from the left side, facing the left-hander on the mound, Andrew Towns. And Bauer, first pitch swinging, sends that to left side. White going to go chase it, and that's going to drop. And Hicks going to round second and be held up at third. So Bauer with a 1-out double here. We'll put runners on second and third with 1 away for the Oilers. As Bauer was fishing first pitch all the way around there. He sends that to the left field corner. Preston White out there had no chance to get it. And so now with the runners on second and third, the Oiler left fielder Isaac DeVoe will be attending University of Utah this upcoming season. Here with a chance to put the Oilers on the board first, which is something they have not done this entire road trip. Chinooks have always gotten on the board first, and the Oilers trying to change that narrative. First pitch to DeVoe is sent to the opposite field. Mitchie going to take the grounder. And a 4-3 ground out. Yep. Hicks scores from third. And the Oilers get the first run of the game.
From Cisco College, Mikey Honer.
So now Mikey Honer to the plate. Run across for the Oilers here. Take a 1-0 lead and a runner on third with 2 outs. The Oilers can double that lead with 1 swing. And the first pitch from Towns to Honer is in for a strike 1. Mikey Honer, the Cisco College catcher, facing a no-ball, 1-strike count. As that one goes outside, ball 1. Honer in 79 at-bats hitting .253. Last night came in to pitch run in the first game, and then in the second game went 1 for 3. Is chopped to Schmitz at short. Schmitz fields it. The throw to first is in time for the third and final out. The Oilers get a run home, and we go to the top of the third. The Oilers with a 1-0 Top of the third, Levi Gilcrease, who struck out looking in his first at-bat, leading things off here for the Chinooks. So he takes that first pitch from Lucky, high and inside for ball one. The Oilers tacked on a run in the bottom of the second to take a 1-0 lead. As we head to the top of the third here, a 1-0 to Gilcrease is outside. Ball two. Two balls and no strikes to Gilcrease here. Shackelford standing on deck. 2-0. And that breaking ball dropped and missed somewhere, not sure where. Can't complain as a Chinook fan, though, yet. As a baseball fan, wondering where that missed. But instead, 3 balls and no strikes. And we'll see here what Lucky does now to Gilcrease. 3 balls and no strikes. And that one is in for a strike one, so Gilcrease will surely have a green light here of a hitter's count of 3-1. Lucky gets the signs in the windup. The 3-1 pitch is up high, so Gilcrease will take his base on balls there for a leadoff walk.
Now batting for the Chinooks, designated hitter, number 8, Aaron Shackelford.
And now Aaron Shackelford will hit here with a runner aboard first and nobody out. Shackelford struck out swinging in the top half of the first. Lucky from the stretch. And the first pitch to Shackelford is outside, ball one. And the 1-0. And Lucky brings out that breaking ball again and evens up the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Just a matter of time before the Chinooks finally able to calculate that breaking ball, but for now, Lucky dominant with that pitch. 1-1 count. And Shackelford goes after that one, and that's going to drop into right field. And Gilcrease going to head to third. And so now runners will be on the corners for the Chinooks with nobody out.
Now batting for the Chinooks, first baseman
Aaron Shackelford singles into right field. Gilcrease goes from first to third. So now the Chinooks will have runners on the corners with nobody out for Justin Gomez, who last night was on a tear. Gomez hitting from the left side. Flew out to left field in his first at-bat. Lucky from the stretch. Gomez first pitch swing and sends it out to the gap in left center. And this ball is going to be caught by DeVoe out there. Gilcrease will come home and score easily from third. So Gomez with a sac fly in the left field. And this game is tied.
Left fielder, number 31, Preston White.
And so now the first out of the game. As Gilcrease comes home from third, Preston White hitting here. The runner aboard first and 1 away. And Lucky misses on that breaking ball high, ball one. A 1-0 pitch. He's up high, ball two. Two-0 pitch to White. And Shackelford's going, swinging a miss by White. The throw down to second. The tag is in time. Shackelford is caught stealing there. The second out of the inning. So now White will have a 2-1 count here with nobody out and 2 away. This game tied at 0 or tied at 1 apiece. 2-1 pitch now coming to White after that. Caught stealing by Shackelford. And this 2-1 pitch is sent deep out of play.
That ball brought to you by Big G Electric.
For strike two here. And that 2-2 is low and outside. Full count here, 3-2. A 3-2, two-out pitch is inside, ball 4. So White will take a 2-out walk there to put a runner on for Brandon Mitchie.
For the Chinooks, second baseman, number 9, Brandon Mitchie.
1-1 ball game here. 2:45 down in Kenai. Brandon Mitchie hitting here with 2 outs and a runner on first. As White just took that walk moments ago. Lucky now from the stretch. The first pitch to Mitchie. He's swung on down the right field line, and this ball is going to drop and go to the wall. Mitchie going to round first. White is going to dig into third, and he's going to be held there. And Mitchie, with a first pitch swing and double, will put runners on second and third with 2 away here for the Chinooks.
Third baseman, number 30, Luke Coffey.
And Luke Coffey, who singled back in the second, will hit here with runners on second and third. And the Oilers pitching coach going to go have a word with Kyle Lucky on the mound. As the Chinooks, who just tied this game up minutes ago, has a chance to take this lead with a 1 swing of the bat.
Fans, a very special thanks to the Peninsula Clarion and Coca-Cola for sponsoring today's Fan Appreciation Game.
And the Oiler pitching coach will walk back to the dugout. And the Chinooks will have runners on second and third with 2 outs for Luke Coffey. This is a tied ball game. 1 apiece in the top of the third here. Lucky from the windup now. And the first pitch to Coffey is in for strike 1 after Lucky finds the command of that breaking ball once again. Goes up early, no balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 is in on the corner for strike 2. So Coffey now will have to protect here. No balls and 2 strikes. Chinooks on second and third. 2 outs here in the top of the third. Luke Coffey at the plate. Down in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. Lucky from the windup, the pitch. And Coffey goes after that one and stays alive after that one sent out of play.
Ground ball brought to you by Carolyn Scott Strickland.
Preston White on third. Brandon Mitchie on second. Luke Coffey hitting from the right side. The 0-2 is down low. Coffey was able to hold up on that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. 1-1 ball game here. Top of the third. 2 outs. Runners on second and third. And the 1-2 pitch to Luke Coffey. And Coffey goes after that high cheese and comes up empty. So Coffey goes down swinging there for out number 3. The Chinooks, though, put a run across and tie this game up at 1. We head to the bottom of the third, and the Oilers coming to play. Bottom of the third. And Kellen Strom, the leadoff hitter here for the Oilers, to the plate. This tie game of one apiece. Andrew Towns back on the mound for the Chinooks. Puts that one in for strike one. No balls, one strike to the San Jose State Spartan. Kellen Strom at the plate. That one's chopped to Schmitz out there at short, and that's going to be an infield single with Schmitz. Had the play, it appeared, but could not get a good grip on the ball. So Kellen Strom will have a leadoff single here to lead things off in the top, bottom half of the third, and Paul Kunst, who grounded into a fielder's choice back in the first, coming to the plate. Kunst just made his debut this week as he came down from the Gold Panners and will finish up this season with the Oilers here. Getting some more work in this summer. Can commend him on that. Towns, the first pitch to him. He's inside, ball one. One ball, no strikes. Strom takes his lead off first. The left-hander Towns deals. And that one drops in for strike one. Kuntz had the bunt down for a moment. Pulled back. So I'm sure Luke Coffey down there at third base will be well aware of that fact. Strom stands on first after an infield single moments ago. Paul Kuntz hitting from the right side and facing a 1-1 count. And that one is outside. 2 balls and 1 strike here. Andrew Towns working from the left side of things. And Towns flips to first to check in on Strom. And that one's chopped. Towns. And that one got by into Mitchie. Could not get a good grip on that one, and that's going to be an error on Mitchie. And the runners will be on first and second for Paul Kuntz.
Number 23, Nathan Webb.
And so that ball was right up the middle. Mitchie rolled to his right. Made a great stop out there at the field, but could not come up with a throw. And now Oilers will have runners on first and second, nobody out, for the 3-hole hitter, Nathan Webb at the plate.
It's an error.
And Towns working with runners on. And that ball's sitting right center. That ball's going to drop and roll. Strom's going to easily come and score from second. And Webb going to try to extend to a double. Slides in. And safe. Nathan Webb with an RBI double. As the Oilers take the lead back 2-1. And the Oilers are not done yet. Runners on second and third, still with nobody out.
Now batting fielder, Peninsula Oilers. Right fielder from Yale University, number 17, Thomas Ruddy.
Runners on second and third now for the cleanup hitter, Thomas Ruddy at the plate, hitting with nobody outs. And this bottom of the third, Oilers now lead 2-1. Infield is in for the Chinooks as Towns puts that one in for strike one. And the 0-1, and Ruddy chops that to Mitchie at second. Throw's going to come home, and the slide is out of the call. As Kuntz was running on contact there, gets thrown out trying to come home. So now,
first baseman from Yale University, number 31, Benny Wenger.
Runners on the corners with one away, and Benny Wenger to the plate. As the infield was in, good call by the Chinooks. And Brandon Mitchie throws to Adam Rojas in the catcher's position. Apply the tag, and the runner to second, and that's going to be a pickle. And, well, Thomas Ruddy, not good base running at all there.
That was Ruddy.
As Ruddy was appearing to steal. And, well, Webb at third was not even moving. I could see why Ruddy would steal there to try to bring home the run from third. But instead, Ruddy's caught stealing there with a second out. So all of a sudden now, Oilers have runner on third with 2 outs. As Towns puts that in for Winger. Even count of 1 apiece. Interesting decision there by Ruddy, but nonetheless, 2 outs here. Runner on third, Oilers 2, Chinooks 1, and the 1-1 pitch coming to Winger. And that one drops in for strike 2. The 1-2 from Towns, runner on third with 2 away. In his bottom of the third action. Towns thrown from the left side from the stretch, sets the pitch. And that one is just chopped off, foul by Winger, staying alive at the plate. And the 1-2 pitch is way outside, evens it up 2-2. A 2-2. And that one is sent in the air. Gilcrease right there, going to camp out of that one in center and put it away for the third and final out. Well, the Chinooks could consider themselves lucky as only 1 run across for the Oilers. 2-1 is the lead for the Oilers as we go to the top of the top of the fourth as the Oilers reclaim the lead again in the bottom of the third. And now have a 2-1 lead, and Adam Rojas to lead things out for the Chinooks. The 7, 8, 9 hitters here as Kyle Lucky misses inside, ball 1. Lucky so far through 3, 1 run on 4 hits. As he missed inside of Rojas in that last pitch, 1 ball, no strikes. And Rojas sends that 1-0 over to the right side of field. Kuntz right there at second. Going to put that in his glove for out number 1.
Now batting for the Chinooks.
J.J. Julian, who struck out looking in his last at-bat, hits here with 1 away and nobody on. In this 2-1 ball game in favor of the home team Oilers. Julian, used to seeing on the mound, instead in the batter's box tonight and playing right. A little interesting fact is he misses. He does. Julian went to Southern Wesleyan as a 2-way player. So it's not unusual for Julian to have a bat in his hands. The 1-0 is swung on and popped up. And Webb going to come in from third and make the catch. As he had to come all the way in between the pitcher and catcher
Now
Quick 2 outs here.
Shortstop. Number 11.
For the first 2 outs, and Alex Schmitz will try to start something of a 2-out rally. The top of the order on deck, Schmitz hitting. With 2 outs, nobody on. Schmitz struck out swinging, but the base is loaded in his last at-bat. 2-1 is the score. Oilers in favor as we hit the 3 o'clock hour here. And Lucky drops that one in for strike 1 to Schmitz. No balls, 1 strike. And the 0-1 misses outside. Even count of 1-1 now. Kyle Lucky getting inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that one finds its way into the strike zone, and Schmitz at the plate, hitting from the right side. We'll have to protect here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on here in the top of the 4th. Kyle Lucky on the mound for the Oilers. From the windup, hits the signs. A 1-2 pitch. And Schmitz checks the appeal down to first. Schmitz was able to hold off there according to the first base umpire. Even count at 2-2 here to Schmitz now. Standing in on deck. But right now, with nobody on and 2 away, Schmitz trying to protect here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lucky on the mound for the Oilers. The pitch. Got Schmitz swinging there. Lucky clocked back and gave it all he got. Get Schmitz swinging there for the final out of the top of the 4th. We go to the bottom of the inning. Oilers 2, Chinooks. Caleb Hicks now to the plate. In this 2-1 affair, Oilers in favor. In the bottom of the 4th, Andrew Towns back on the mound for the Chinooks. Caleb Hicks walked and came around to score in his last at-bat, sends that in the left field, and that's going to get through. And so the Oilers have a leadoff runner here as Hicks sends that one in the left field as he splits Coffey and Schmitz over there at 3rd and short. And that gets through. So now Jack Bauer, the Oiler DH, who doubled back in the 2nd, hits here with a runner on 1st and nobody out in this bottom of the 4th action. And we'll see here what the Chinooks trying to do to get out of this one. Isaac DeVoe, who grounded home in the first run of the game for the Oilers, stands in on deck. And Bauer sends the first pitch out of play. No balls, 1 strike.
By Charlie Pierce for Borough Mayor. Yeah, because we get more than 2 foul balls each game.
And Bauer again sends that out of play, and he'll be down here. No balls, 2 strikes. Caleb Hicks on first after a leadoff single. Jack Bauer at the plate, hit from the left side, facing an 0-2 count here from Andrew Towns, the Chinooks lefty. The 0-2. He's just a tad outside. Ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes. Towns from the stretch, looks to first, and the throw is also outside, so Bauer works his way from down, no balls, 2 strikes, to an even count at 2-2. Hicks takes the lead off first, and the 2-2 is inside off the glove of Rojas. And the throw to second, not even close. So Hicks will go to second on that pass ball. And Bauer will have a full count of 3 balls, 2 strikes with nobody out, and now a runner in scoring position. Oilers already lead this game 2-1. As Towns will have to work with a runner in scoring position once again. The 3-2 count coming to Bauer. And that one is outside. Towns issues his third walk of the game. And Isaac DeVoe coming to the plate will have runners on first and second and nobody out to work with here. Oilers lead this game 2-1 in the bottom of the 4th.
August 12th.
Isaac DeVoe at the plate. Let's see if the bunt is going to be down. And the bunt is. And DeVoe had to pull back that one. Ball 1. Gomez on first, Coffey on third. Well aware of that bunt. If Gomez gets the bunt on first, I would assume he'll look to third. And if Coffey or the pitcher Towns has to get it, we're trying to get the runner at second. The 1-0. DeVoe had the bunt down as Towns turned to second. Checking in on Hicks over there, who stands on second after a leadoff single. Jack Bauer on first after a walk. Nobody out here in the 1-0. DeVoe has the bunt down. The bunt is down in front of the plate. And it was a good one, as the only play Towns will have is to flip to first. And so DeVoe brought home the first run of the game for the Oilers back in the second. And has a sack bunt here to put the runners on second and third with one away for Mikey Honer. Mikey Honer rounded out to the shortstop to end the second. And the infield is in for the Nooks. As we saw it work one time, runner on third for the Oilers, had a grounder to second. Mitchie threw to Rojas at home, and the tag was applied. Is inside, ball 1 to Honer. Top of the order, Kellen Strom on deck. And if you're Towns, you would like to limit the damage Strom could do, as he's been feeling the bat well lately. As the 1-0 misses outside and high, ball 1. Ball 2, excuse me. 2 balls and no strikes here. 2-0 pitch, infield in for the Chinooks. One away, runners on second and third, and Honer goes after that one, but sends that out of play. 2-1 is the count here. Caleb Hicks stands on third. Jack Bauer on second. And with one away, Mikey Honer digging in from the right side of the plate. Awaiting a 2-ball, 1-strike count. Towns from the stretch. Looks the pitch. Comes inside. As Honer was able to get out of the way of it. Hitters count of 3-1. Top of the order on deck for the Oilers. Oilers lead this game 2-1. And they're threatening to double that up with one swing. Outside and a walk. As Towns issues his 4th walk of the game. And the bases will be loaded here for Kellen Strom at the plate. Strom singled back on the third and came around to score to give the Oilers the lead. He also walked back in the first to lead things out for the Oilers. Hits here with bases loaded and one away. Oilers 2, Chinooks 1. And right now, critical part of this game, bottom of the fourth. Chinooks bats have not been what we're used to seeing. And you do not want to get behind against the Oilers. Kyle Lucky. The first pitch to the leadoff hitter, Strom. He's in for strike one. I would say a grounder would be the best case scenario, but with the speed that Strom possesses, if that ball is hit to the gap that's short, it's going to be tough to try to turn the double play. We'll see here. Infield in double play position. Corner infielders on the edge of the grass. The 0-1 to Strom. And Strom hits that to Schmidt. Schmidt flips to Mitchie. Mitchie will flip to first and not in time. As Strom able to leg out the infield signal to avoid the double play.
That's the Oilers. The second baseman from the University of San Diego, number 5, Paul Coots.
As Mikey Honer is thrown out at second, but not before Hicks comes in and scores on the Kellen Strom fielder's choice. So now runners on the corners with 2 away. 3-1 is the score for the Oilers. Runners on the corners here for the 2-hole hitter, Paul Kunst. And Kunst will take that at ankles high, ball 1. Kunst got on with an error in the third. With Scott trying to come home on a grounder. And hit into a fielder's shorts back in the first. 2 outs, runners on the corners, the 1-0 pitch. He swung on, and that ball is going to hang for Gilcrease as he is there to get it. And we are through 4, not before the Oilers tack on another. And they now have a 3-1 lead as we head to the top of. Top of the 5th here in Kenai. Levi Gilcrease will lead things off. Oilers, after tacking on another, the bottom of the 4th, lead this game 3-1 as Kyle Lucky drops that one in for a first pitch, strike 1 to Gilcrease. Gilcrease walked back in the 3rd and came around to score. Give the Chinooks a quick lead at the time. As that one misses down, ball 1. Shackelford on deck. Gomez in the hole here. Gilcrease, leadoff hitter here in the 5th, works with a 1-1 count. And that one scoots back Gilcrease, ball 2. The 2-1 pitch is in for strike 2. Even count of 2 balls and 2 strikes here. Nobody on, nobody out. A 2-2 to Gilcrease from Lucky. And that breaking ball hangs high in a full count here, 3-2. Gilcrease was able to work a walk in his last at-bat. We'll try to do the same here. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes to Gilcrease from Lucky in the windup. Hits the sign, the pitch. And that one is chopped to Webb at third. The throw across the diamond is in time for the first out of the 5th. Aaron Shackelford, 0 for 2 in this ball game.
Aaron Shackelford
to the plate here. Well, I should say 1 for 2 in this game was caught stealing back in the 3rd. Struck out swinging in the 1st. Hits here with nobody on and 1 away in the top of the 5th. Oilers 3. Chinooks 1 here at 3:15 down in Kenai. The sun is out here, and that's a little strange after what we witnessed yesterday.
Billy Clemens is warming up.
As Lucky drops that one in for strike 1. Lucky so far, 4 1/3. 1 run on 4 hits. The Oilers have some action down in their bullpen. The right-hander getting warmed up, Billy Clemens. As this 0-1 from Shackelford is hit the left side. DeVoe going to give chase, but that one is going to sail into the Chinook bullpen. And Shackelford will have to protect here. No balls and 2 strikes. Shackelford hitting from the left side. Have to protect here. Nobody on and 1 out. No balls and 2 strikes coming to the Nook DH. And Shackelford just gets a piece of that swing to stay alive here. No balls, 2 strikes coming again. Justin Gomez on deck. Aaron Shackelford hitting from the left side, waiting an 0-2 pitch from Lucky. And that one sails way outside for ball 1. The 1-2 pitch from Lucky. And Shackelford again stays alive, goes down and just gets some wood on that one.
83.
83 pitches for Lucky here. Because it doesn't seem like that, as he seems to have been working fast here. But looking back at it, has had some long at-bats, some 3-ball counts. But right now, the throw to Shackelford, 1 ball, 2 strikes, and Shackelford again.
That ball brought to you
They
by
will stay alive there on that foul. 1-2 is the count here. Nobody on with 1 away for Shackelford. The 1-2. And Shackelford just again stays alive. Shackelford, one of the hardest hitters to get out in this entire league. Does not go down without a fight. And when he does go down, well, you can tell he is definitely not happy about it. One of the most passionate people I've ever seen in this beautiful game of baseball. The 1-2 coming from Lucky to Shackelford. Can he stay alive again? Oh, Lucky. A nice breaking ball there. Good call on a 1-2 count. Misses outside. Shackelford able to stay patient. Even count at 2-2 now to the Masters University left-handed hitter. 2-2. And Shackelford, after a long battle, goes down swinging. And Lucky records his 8th strikeout of the game. And with nobody on and 2 away in this 3-1 Oiler game, Justin Gomez to the plate. Gomez hit a sac fly in the 3rd to bring home Gilcrease and flew out to the left fielder DeVoe back in the 1st. Got a 2-out rally here. Preston White, the left fielder, standing in on deck. Lucky, the first pitch to Gomez. The breaking ball hangs outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes here to Gomez. Gomez
Oh boy, just fell.
sends that down the right field line.
Foul ball brought to you by
And well,
Bingo.
Gomez, who had a homer last night, just missed another one there. As that one got out of here in a hurry. Even count of 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. And that one drops in, and Lucky will be ahead here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gomez will have to protect here. Nobody on with 2 outs in the top of the 5th. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Coming to Gomez from Lucky. Lucky gets the sign to wind up the pitch. And Gomez sends that to the backstop to stay alive. The 1-2 again to Gomez. And that one sails up high. Ball 2. Even count at 2 apiece here. With 2 outs and nobody on for Gomez. 3-1 is a score in favor of the Peninsula Oilers here. 2-2 to Gomez. And got him is Lucky for his 9th strikeout of the game. And we head to the bottom of the 5th. 3-1 Oilers lead. Bottom of the 5th here, Andrew Towns back on the mound. And Nathan Webb at the plate to lead things out for the Oilers. 3-1 is a score in favor of the Oilers here as Towns misses to Webb, ball 1. Webb doubled back in the 3rd. And did not come home. 1 ball, no strikes to the Oiler third baseman. As that one makes Webb scoot back, ball 2. Well, the sun is firmly out here, and you're starting to tell. People start to take off their jackets and sweatshirts and bring out the fans. The 2-0 pitch from Towns. He swung on and chopped down to Coffey at 3rd. Goes across the diamond in time for the first out of the 5th.
Now batting for your Peninsula Oilers. Right fielder
Thomas Ruddy to the plate here with
17.
one away. Ruddy so far this game 0 for 2. And Thomas Ruddy takes that one in for strike 1. The 0-1 from Towns. It's chopped up the middle. Mitchie going to have to roll to his right. The quick throw to first is not in time as Gomez was pulled off the bag. So Ruddy gets on with an infield single there.
Number 31.
And will be a runner on for Benny Wenger. Wenger over 2 in this game. Grounded into a 1-4-3 grounder. You ask how that happened? Well, it was shot up the middle, went off the leg of our pitcher Towns to Mitchie at second, who flipped to first for the out, and then Wenger flew out to center field in the third to end the third. Hits here with a runner aboard first with 1 away in the bottom of the 5th. And whoa, he has to roll out of the way of that one as Towns lost control of that. Ball 1. And that one is outside, ball 1. Ball 2, excuse me. 2 balls, no strikes. Towns checks in. On Ruddy at first. 2 balls, no strikes here. And that one is outside, ball 3. Three and 0 to the Oiler first baseman with 1 away and a runner on first. And that one is a 4-pitch walk as Towns misses inside. And so the Oilers here with 1 away will have runners on first and second.
State University, number 21, Caleb Hicks.
Runners on first and second for Caleb Hicks. Takes that one in for strike 1. Hicks walked back in the second, came around to score. Singled in the 4th and came around to score. He's having himself a productive day at the plate. No balls, 1 strike to the Oilers shortstop as he chops that one foul. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 runners here with 1 away for the Oilers. And Caleb Hicks at the plate, facing a no ball, 2 strike count. The 0-2. And that one's chopped to Coffey at left. He moves to his left, flips to Mitchie at second, flips to first, and Gomez not able to scoop that. And Ruddy is going to come home from third as Mitchie threw that in the dirt, and Gomez was not able to scoop it. As this is now a 4-1 lead.
Jack Bauer.
And that one is through the legs of Rojas. And Hicks will now stand on third. Two outs here for Jack Bauer. 1 ball, no strikes. And that one is chopped foul off Bauer. Even count of 1-1 here. The 1-1, he's outside. Rojas able to get a glove on that one. Save a run from third. 4-1 is the score in favor of the Oilers here in the bottom of the fifth. Jack Bauer at the plate facing a 2-1 count. Runner 90 away for the Oilers. There were 2 out. The 2-1 from Towns to Bauer is outside, ball 3. Jack Bauer, fourth, double back in the second. Three-1 is the count here. Caleb Hicks stands on third. 3-1 pitch to Bauer. He swung on, and that's going to get down and right. And Hicks will come home to score 5-1. Score here.
That's the Oilers. The left fielder headed to the University of Utah. Isaac DeVoe.
And Isaac DeVoe hitting with 2 outs and a runner on first. Towns now working with a 5-run deficit. Rogers, ball 1. One ball, no strike to DeVoe with 2 outs and a runner on first. And DeVoe takes that just outside, ball 2. And that one's up, ball 3. And that one is in for strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike now. That 3-1 is chopped down the line. Full down for DeVoe, 3-2. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Is outside for ball 4. Towns issues his 5th walk of the game.
Now batting for your Peninsula Oilers. The catcher from Cisco College.
And Chris Batten going to go have a word with his lefty. 5-1 is the score. Mikey Honer coming to the plate with runners on first and second. And 2 outs here.
Bring in some changes.
Some changes here, it appears. Shackelford had a glove in his hand. And it appears everything will stay the same. John Groth having some words with the home plate umpire. Nothing moving yet. 2 outs here for Mikey Honer. 5-1 is the lead for the Oilers in the bottom of the 5th. Towns trying to limit the damage to just 2 runs here. 2 outs, 2 on. And Towns misses outside to Honer, ball 1. Top of the order, Kellen Strom on deck. The 1-0. And Honer chops that off the glove of Towns and will go to Mitchie, who will flip to second. Number 3, well, the Oilers tack on 2 to take it to a 5-1 lead. And we go to the top of the 6th. Your Chinooks coming to the Top of the sixth here. Preston to lead things off. Oilers with a 5-1 lead. New pitcher on for the Oilers, Billy Clemens, who drops that one in for ball 1 to White. Clemens this season, 1 win, 16 starts, sporting a 4.32 ERA. The 1-0 to White is in there, even up the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. We'll have to start doing something in the batter's box as they are down 5-1 with 3 innings left. The 1-1 from Clemens is chopped out by White. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Brought to you by Ron Horvath.
Clemens last pitch, July 27th, in the 8-2 win 2 nights ago against these very own Chinooks. Went 3 innings and no hit, no run baseball, and got the save and 1 strikeout. 1-2 pitch from Clemens to White. That breaking ball hangs up high, ball 2. Kyle Lucky, the starter for the Oilers, exits. 5 innings pitched, 1 run on 4 hits, and 9 strikeouts. So an impressive start to the Oilers starter, Kyle Lucky. And the 2-2 from the reliever, Billy Clemens, hangs outside, ball 3. Brandon Mickey stands on deck. And White sends that 3-2 to the right side of things. Kenny Wenger going to come in at the edge of the grass and make the catch for out number 1.
Now batting for the Chinooks, second baseman, number 9, Brandon Mitchie. Sharon, are the tickets up here?
Yes, they are. I just dropped them on here.
Door prices? I think it's door prices.
First pitch to Mitchie from Clemens is in for strike 1. Mitchie singled back in the second and doubled back in the third. As he looks to start something here, hitting with nobody on and 1 away, and it's top of the 6th. 5-1 is the score in favor of the Oilers. 3 for 3 on the day, as he sends that to right field for a 1-out single. He's been very productive today. 2 singles and a double.
Luke Coffey.
Luke Coffey now out of the plate. Coffey hits with 1 out and 1 on. In this game, single back in the second, struck out swinging in the third. First pitch to Coffey from Clemens. He's up high, ball 1. The 1-0 is chopped, and foul is the call down the right field line. Coffey inches away from extra bases there, but will trot back to the dugout with a count of 1 ball, 1 strike. With 1 away and a runner on first. 5-1 is the score. Clemens from the stretch delivers. And Coffey sends that straight back. Strike 2.
By Morgan Steele.
The 1-2 pitch is chopped down the line, foul. Coffey stays alive up there at the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away, runner on first at the top of the 6th. As the Chinooks down 4, need to start doing something in the batter's backs. Clemens getting the signs from his catcher, Honer. The 1-2 pitch. First, Clemens throws down to first to check on Mitchie. And that 1-2 is down. 2 balls, 2 strikes now after Clemens missed on that one. A 2-2 pitch coming from Clemens to Coffey. That one's down for ball 3. Worked himself in to a 3-2 count here. Minchie stands on first with 1 away. In this 5-1 game in favor of the Peninsula Oilers. Clemens, the full count pitch. That 3-2 is chopped down to the left center gap, and that was going to fall. Minchie got around second, and he is going to be waved in, and he is going to score. So Luke Coffey with an RBI double. 5-2 game.
Now batting for the Chinooks. Catcher, number 15, Adam Rojas.
And now Adam Rojas after that RBI double by Luke Coffey. And makes this game 5. Rojas hits with a runner on second with 1 away. That one misses for ball 1 to Rojas at the plate. As Clemens for the Coffey at second. And the balk is going to be called.
Oh, God, Billy.
For the third in this 5-2 game. One ball, no strikes to Rojas with 1 away. Luke Coffey standing 90 feet away in this 5-2 ball game. Thanks to a Luke Coffey double. And Rojas trying to bring him home. 1 ball, no strikes. It's sent out of play.
Now brought to you by your local Kenai Peninsula Arby's.
The 1-1. That one out of play as well. 1-2 in the count.
Brought to you by the Oilers Booster Club. Oh, yeah, that's it.
Luke Coffey stands on third. Adam Rojas sitting from the right side, facing a 1-2 count with 1 away. A pitch. And Rojas able to nub that to right field, and a run is going to score, and this lead is now 5-3 for the Oilers.
Now batting for the Chinooks. Number 18, Tyler Yoshihara.
And Tyler Yoshihara is going to come on into this game to pitch hit for J.J. Julian. Yoshihara pitching here for Julian. 5-3 is the lead now for the Oilers. On a runner aboard first with 1 away, the pitch is in for strike 1. Yelling to Yoshihara. He's up high, ball 1. Yoshihara sends that to right field, and another single. Runners on first and second with 1 away.
Chinooks, shortstop, number 11,
And
Alex.
now after the Chinooks have their first batter of the inning go down, have put together back-to-back hits. Puts 2 runs across, and runners on first and second here with 1 away for Alex Schmitz.
Clement's always freaking does this. Damn it.
The Oiler pitching coach going to have a word. Runners on first and second with one away here. And this top half of the sixth, 5-3 is the lead for the Oilers. Schmitz, the 9-hole hitter, up to the plate. And after the Oilers pitching coach goes down, the Oilers getting a right-hander warm up. Or I should say left-hander, Preston Lovanich. Lovanich down the pit. Chinooks have runners on first and second. 5-3 is this game. With a one away. Billy Clemens trying to work out of a jam. And the pitch to Schmitz. It's center, right center, and that ball is going to be caught out there by Ruddy. It looked for a moment like it might hang up.
Now batting for the Chinooks. Center
It's
fielder,
an out.
number 10, Levi Gilcrease.
Levi Gilcrease now to the plate with runners on first and second with 2 outs now. Levi Gilcrease in the top of the order, up here. As Gilcrease hits with 2 outs and runners on first and second. Gilcrease had the bunt down, pulls back, ball 1. One 0 to Gilcrease. It's sent to left field, and that ball is going to be
Oh my God!
past the ball.
To the wall.
Rogers scores,
What are you doing?
and Yoshihara is going to score. This game's tied, and Gilcrease going to go for third.
Got a 2 RBI triple.
And a 2 RBI triple ties this game up. As the Chinooks are firmly back in play here.
Designated hitter,
As DeVoe trying
Aaron
to
Shackleton.
dive and make that play. 5-5 is the score.
What do you like? Error or triple? It's a triple. It was in the drop in for another way.
And now it looks like a pitching change is going to be made.
All right, Preston Plavanich.
As Preston Plovanich coming to the plate. And we're going to take a quick break. 5-5 ball game here in Keene. And as we come back, brand new ball game here. As the Chinooks have put 4 on the board to tie this game up at 5. And Billy Clemens got the first out of the inning, but could not locate anywhere else. Now Preston Bovanich, the left-hander from Texas A&M Kingsville, will come to try to keep this game where it's at. 2 outs. Levi Gilcrease stands on third after 2 RBI triple. And Shackelford pops that bunt attempt up and out of play for strike 1. Bovanich boasting a record of 1 win, 5 losses in 10 games. Has a 5.09 ERA and 30 innings pitched. 27 strikeouts, 11 walks, and 32 hits. Shackelford out the plate. He's going to try to bring home Gilcrease to give the Chinooks the lead. Shackelford again puts that bunt up, and Bovanich comes in and gets the job done. 4 runs scored when we head to the bottom of the 6th, 5-5 ball game. Bottom of the 6th we go, and Levi Gilcrease coming from center field to be on the mound here as the outfielder will come on to pitch. And first pitch, Nathan Webb. It's Kellen Strom belts out to right center. And that is going to drop out in right field. And Kellen Strom has a leadoff first pitch double. As that is a rude awakening for Levi Gilcrease, who just came on to pitch.
Receive a buy one, get one free coupon, redeemable for a double at any Kenai Peninsula McDonald's location. Make some noise for a double, ladies and gentlemen. Now batting for your Peninsula Oilers, the second baseman from the University of San Diego, number 5, Paul Kuntz.
And now Paul Kuntz will hit here. And nobody out, and a runner on second in this 5-5 ball game. As Adam Rojas is going to go trot out and have a word with Levi Gilcrease. Kellen Strom, a leadoff double. Moves down the plate. Gilcrease looks over the pitch. He's low for ball 1. One 0 count coming from Gilcrease to Kuntz. In center, as Kuntz sends that to Mitchie at second. And Mitchie will flip to first for out number 1. Strom advances from second to third
Now batting for your Peninsula
on the
Whalers.
Cooch ground out.
Third baseman headed to the University of California.
So now
Riverside.
Nathan Webb will hit here with a runner on third and 1 away in this 5-5 ball game in the bottom of the 6th.
I can give him life, no more energy. Hey,
Gilcrease now sets. The infield is in. The pitch to Webb is swung on and missed for strike 1. Webb doubled back in the third for his only hit of the ball game so far as he swings and misses there for strike 1. Kellen Strom stands on third after a leadoff double and was moved there by the Paul Coots ground out moments ago. The 0-1 pitch to Webb. And the breaking ball from Gilcrease goes outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch to Webb coming from Gilcrease. And Webb goes down again, swinging 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Webb going aggressive there, taking hacks at 2 off-speed pitches by Gilcrease. 1 ball, 2 strikes here now. And the pitch from Gilcrease comes in, ball 2. A 2-2 pitch with a runner on third and 1 away. Gilcrease from the stretch. And that one is popped up. And Mitchie right under there puts that away. So a leadoff double for the Oilers is in danger of not doing anything.
The right fielder from Yale University.
As Thomas Ruddy to the plate here.
Thomas Ruddy.
As the infield back to normal depth. Thomas Ruddy at the plate trying to bring home that run from third. 2 outs here. Levi Gilcrease, the first pitch. And Ruddy chops that. Fair is the call. Strom scores, and Ruddy going to try to dig this out to a double. Yoshihara out there on right, throws into second, not in time. Ruddy. An RBI double brings home Strom, and the Oilers retake the lead 6-5.
At any Kenai Peninsula McDonald's location. Make some noise for a double, ladies and gentlemen. Now batting for your the first baseman from Yale University, number 31, Benny Wenger.
And Benny Wenger at the plate. With Thomas Ruddy at second. The 1-0 pitch to Wenger is in for strike 1. So after the Chinooks tying it back up in the top half of this inning, the Oilers take back the lead 6-5. Now the runner on second, looking to expand that. And Benny Wenger at the plate, hitting from the left side. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike 2. The 1-2 is down and skips away from Rojas. And Ruddy is going to go from second to third on that wild pitch. So now the 7th run of the game for the Oilers stands 90 feet away. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the Oilers first baseman at the plate. 6-5 lead for the Oilers here. 4 o'clock in Kenai in the bottom of the 6th. Levi Gilcrease sets with a 2-2, 2-out pitch. And this one's up the middle. Mitchie right there and bobbles it. The throw to first is safe as the call as the throw is high. And Ruddy comes home to score. 7-5 is this game.
State University, number 21, Caleb Hicks.
And now Caleb Hicks will work here with 2 outs and a runner on first. Oilers back up top, 7-5. Gilcrease sets and gets Hicks swinging there for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike here coming from the Baylor Bear on the mound.
thrown into the fire here as the Chinooks' arms are, well, for a lack of a better term, not in good shape. As Gilcrease has a 1-1 count now. 1 ball, 1 strike, runner on first, 2 outs. That one skips in the dirt to Rojas.
2-1.
Ball 2. Jack Bauer, the DH, stands in on deck. And Gilcrease trying to get out of this inning. 2 balls, 1 strike. Coming to Caleb Hicks. And that one down for ball 3. Hitters count of 3-1 now. To Caleb Hicks. Tied for the lead in home runs in this league. Has a 3-1 count on its way from Gilcrease. Runner on first, 2 outs. And that one is in for ball 4 and goes to the backstop, but nonetheless, it is ball 4. And the Oilers now have runners on first and second with 2 outs for Jack Bauer coming to the plate.
Number 9, Jack Bauer.
Jack Bauer, who singled back on the 5th and walked in the 4th and stumbled in the 2nd. Hits here with runners on first and second, 2 outs. Oilers up in this game, 7-5. Gilcrease, the first pitch is high, ball 1. Right now, Gilcrease just has to settle down and give him pitches to hit and let his team in the field back him up. 1-0 count here, coming from Gilcrease to Bauer. And that one sails outside, ball 2. Isaac DeVoe, the left fielder, who tried to be hero, and I commend him for the diving effort, but missed and let Gilcrease, who's now pitching, have a 2 RBI triple to tie this game up. As that one misses outside, ball 3, and Bauer now a 3-0 count, 2 on, 2 outs here, and a 2-run lead for the Oilers in the bottom of the 6th. Chinooks looking to shut the door here. The Oilers trying to tack on more. The 3-0 pitch. He's right down for strike 1. Bauer was taken all the way. Hitters count here with 3 balls and 1 strike. Gilcrease gets a sign from Rojas and sets in the stretch the 3-1 pitch. That one is high for ball 4. So Bauer will take his base. Gilcrease issues his second walk in a row, and Isaac DeVoe, the future Utah Ute, to the plate.
Isaac DeVoe.
Bases loaded here with 2 outs, 7-5 lead for the Oilers. Adam Rojas trotting out to have a word with his pitcher, Levi Gilcrease, as the Oilers are 1 swing from breaking this game wide open. With 1 hit, they can make this game right back to a 4-run deficit for the Chinooks. Gilcrease sets. The pitch is up the middle, and that's going to drop. Ruddy scores, and here comes the throw home. 2-run score. Wenger and Hicks. And this is now a 9-5 game. DeVoe, first pitch swing in there. Singles up the middle for a 2-run single. 9-5 is the score, and the Oilers not done yet. Mikey Honer to the plate. Hits with runners on first and second with 2 outs. 9-5 is the score here for the Oilers. And the Chinooks just need to find a way, anyhow, any shape to get out of this inning. And Honer takes that one low, ball 1. And when you're looking around the league, well, this game means a lot. I mentioned that earlier. Chinooks cannot afford to lose it. A 1-0, and Honer going to belt that to left, and that's going to get through. And the runner from second is going to be waved in. The throw from left field is past Rojas. Run scores. Bauer scores from second. DeVoe goes to third, and Honer goes to second. And this game is now doubled up. 10-5 is the score.
That's the Oilers. The center fielder from San Jose State University, number 22, Kellen Straub.
As Jack Bauer comes home for the 10th run of the game for the Oilers. 10-5 is the score. Kellen Strom and the Oilers a bat around here. Kellen Strom at the plate takes that first pitch from Gilcrease in for strike one. Runners on second and third with 2 outs. And that one drops in for strike 2.
Very depressing when you can get 5 runs in a tie game off the center field. And you can't get off the assistant coach, a 28-year-old assistant coach.
No balls and 2 strikes.
They play the Bucks.
That one comes in ball. Bad. The 1-2 is swung on and missed by Strom as he goes down swinging there. And well, 5-run inning for the Oilers, and the Chinooks have some work to do. We're through 6th. Oilers 10, Chinooks 5.
Justin.
Down to the 7th here, Oilers. A big inning in the 6th. Taking a 10-5 lead in this one. Slovanic back on the mound. Facing Justin Gomez here in the 7th.
He threw 31 pitches that inning.
As that one is in for strike 1. The 0-1 to Gomez. Misses ball 1 here. 10-5 is the score after a 5-run inning. Bottom of the 6th for the Oilers. Can they do it again? It's Gomez. Swings and misses on that one. 1-2 is the count. Oh my God. 1-2 pitch. That one sails out. Ball 2. 2-2. And Gomez takes a hack of that one, sends that out of play.
That ball brought to you by the Jonas Brothers. And the curveball misses outside to load the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes here to the leadoff hitter, Justin Gomez in the top of the 7th. Slovanic getting the signs, working quick, a 3-2. Hangs high, ball 4. Gomez will take a leadoff walk for Preston White coming to the plate. Left fielder, number 31, Preston White. God, it's too hot. You can, who's that?
Preston White hit from the right side with a runner on first and nobody out. Swings and misses on that one for strike one. And well, after a depressing bottom of the sixth, what's more better than attack to one of our very own? White swings and misses there. The Sweenster, Daniel Sweeney. That was not a very fun bottom of the sixth.
No, it wasn't. Not at all.
How was it down there?
You know, it's tough when you're playing a lot of position players and pitchers' roles and pitchers and position player roles, but you know, you got to find a way to get a wing here.
As that 0-2 to White, hangs inside, ball one. Well, I saw you for the most part while Towns was pitching, taking the first base coaching position.
Yeah. Not a lot of people came and saw me down there early in the game, but
And White sends that 1-2 down the line.
Well,
Foul is the call.
all brought to you by
Well,
Shivers and Hail.
You know, sometimes you get more better games than others. 5 was the score runs. And, well, Daniel, it appears you might be done for the summer.
yep, looks that way right now. Unless this one turns around in a hurry.
Yeah, if we lose this game, we're a full game back with 2 games. There's still a chance. Doing good, and the Oilers doing us a favor and losing. White sends that out to left center, and that ball's going to drop. And so, well, you never know. The Chinooks, after a leadoff walk and a single here, have runners on first and second with Brandon Mitchell. And Danny, you have gotten to know Brandon Mitchell pretty well this year. Your roommate.
Yeah, we've lived together all summer, so it's definitely been an experience, you know, living with a guy from a different country, getting to learn a little bit about how he lives his day-to-day life compared to how we do. So it's been fun.
Brandon Mitchell, the Aussie, the international player of the team, for strike one. Now, Daniel, now for the most part, you're pretty much done. There's a chance you might pitch if we make playoffs. How's your experience been this summer?
It's been awesome. You know, I've been very blessed to be able to come up here. You know, at times you get homesick being away from your family and friends for so long, but together as a family here and had a lot of fun here.
And that's for sure. Each day we have, for the most part, each day we have discipleship. We learn about each other. People share their testimonies. It's a good time to get to know each other. A 1-1 to Mitchie is chopped into right field, and that one's going to go back. Ruddy is going to roll to his left and make the catch there on the run as Mitchie just missed from getting a hold of that one. First out of the inning.
Third baseman.
And Luke Coffey coming to the plate with 1 away. Runners on first and second. 10-5 is the score in favor of the Oilers. Luke Coffey. Almost you guys in the bullpen yesterday. Pitch from the Oiler left-hander is chopped foul from Coffey, strike one. You have, once you get back, let's say for the better or for worse, you leave in a week, per se. Give or take a few days.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to take about a week. Might go visit my brother. Go to New York for a week. And then start getting ready for school.
As Coffey lines that foul 0-2. Going to East Tennessee State University is Daniel Sweeney. Now, Sweeney, are you a senior next year?
Here. So,
Sure, junior. So that means you have 2 years of eligibility left.
that's right.
Any future plans on the mound?
Yeah, I mean, just trying to have good seasons. Hopefully things work out for the best. Might get lucky or something.
And what would get lucky consist of? You see where I'm pushing you into a corner here.
Yeah, hopefully the draft. But if that doesn't work out, there's other plans. So.
That's true. The 1-2 to Coffey. Chopper right to the backstop foul. Well, we had Mike Batten up here yesterday. He was talking about his draft process. He thought he might hear his name this year, did not. Next year, or obviously you can't really predict it. Where's the foreseeable future, hopefully, in your opinion?
It's tough, man. You know, take it a game at a time, really, and just hope you have a good season. Hopefully, somebody sees you or they're coming to see somebody else on your team and get a glimpse of you doing well and come back and watch you, stay in contact and hope for the best, man. It's a very lucky process, and, you know, hopefully some guys that are on this team get to go
That
through.
all brought to you by your local Kenai
Well, we'll
Peninsula
definitely be
RV.
keeping an eye on not just Daniel Sweeney, but all the Chinooks. As I'm sure there's a few people on this roster that might hear their name. Preston White, season, forego that opportunity, and instead will be attending the Master University, so he might hear his name next year. You never know. A sent foul, Calfee, one of the more passionate
That
players
all
on the
brought to you
team.
by Cassis
Having a battle
Brewery.
here. And Sweeney, you'll laugh on that. I think Coffee might have to battle for the most passionate.
Yeah, Shaq might have him beat.
In town, surprised he had to put the bat across his knee and broke it that way. The 2-2 to Coffee with 2 on and 1 away in the top of the 7th. He fishes after that one. Webb dives the play. The throw to second is out.
Time for fielder's choice.
As White is thrown out on the field of choice. Great play by Webb over there at third. See here, and
Now batting
running the corners.
catcher.
Road at the plate.
Batting for the Shucks, the right fielder, number 18, Tyler Yoshihara.
Adam Rowe now on the plate. On the corners, 2 outs. Cale Duarte here, joined by Daniel Sweeney. Daniel, what do you think about ETSU, East Tennessee State?
Yeah, I mean, it's home for me. So, my parents live. Got a lot of friends that attend the school, so.
Fly out to right. So we'll go to the bottom of the 7th. We'll be joined again by Sweeney. 10-5, Oilers lead. And well,
Boots.
baseball, you gotta love it. Catcher Alex Crotty make his pitching debut for the Chinooks. Sweeney, I'm telling you, I should be getting a bullpen here.
Yeah, Cardi's been practicing a little bit.
Alex Crotty on to pitch for the Chinooks in this 10-5 lead for the Oilers. Pitch is nubbed out to right field.
Shackelford.
We're doing a lot of switching and moving.
Oilers. Third baseman, heading University of California, Riverside. Number 23,
As
Nathan
Raw Coombs
Webb.
flies out to right field. The first out of the ball game here. Daniel Sweeney here joining us. So, Daniel, 3 games left. Well, more like 2 1/3 because this game's almost over. The Bucks, let's say we lose this game. How do you feel about the Bucks?
Well against them all year, but we're short-handed right now, so for sure.
As Karate misses down to Webb, 2 balls, no strikes here. Right, Gilchrist will go from the mound, and White will remain in left, so Yoshihama's out of the game. Down the field line foul. Again with a 2-1 count now. Kind of the narrow season. Have had their lack of health this season. For you, coming and working for just 2 months a year, coach, you're not even used to.
Right, yeah, I mean, you're used to getting a new coach every
Now for
summer,
your Peninsula Oilers,
season,
the right
so
fielder from Yale
you
University.
get used to it,
Number
but it's
17,
fun to work with
Thomas
baseball
Ruddy.
minds, and Coach Beck is definitely one of those. So it's been good to learn from him and learn from his experience in pro ball, that's for sure.
Now as Webb. Shortstop Alex Schmitz. Thomas Ruddy hits with nobody on and 2 away. So right now, Ruddy doing pretty good on Ruddy for strike 1. 1 pitch from Crotty. 0-2. Well, you can kind of tell Crotty's not used to being on a mound. Kind of has that pitching. It's a little bit awkward to watch. The 0-2, can he get the strikeout? Found the catch, Master Rogers. Almost did. 1 strike. We're getting out of the 10-5 is the score for the Oilers. Lead for the Oilers right where it's at. As Rogers goes and has a word. 0-2. Well, looking around the league, the Miners 5 games up in first place, so they've secured the first place. When you're on the mound, is there any? I was asking Batten yesterday. Is there any hitter you fear, and that maybe not fear? I mean, you want to have a competitive atmosphere, but that maybe you think a little bit more about how you're going to approach them that you've come across this season?
Yeah, in this league, man, I pitched against the Bucks a lot, so Todd Lott a lot, and to see, he knows all your pitches, and he's got a lot of pop, man. So if you miss at all, he's gonna make you pay.
235 outfielder as Ruddy sends that 2-2 pitch just fouled. Almost thought about diving probably. Here with Todd Lott, potentially might be the top prospect this year. Drafted out of high school, he's a big boy.
He is. He's a good hitter.
And he has all the intangibles you want in a outfield prospect. Might come into first base, though. Crotty hangs up high, ball 3. Cale Duarte here, joined by Daniel Sweeney in this Oilers Chinook matchup. Oilers 10, Chinooks 5. In the bottom of the 7th, 2 outs. That one's chopped down the line. Gomez spears it. And a slap on the bag for the 3rd and final out. So Alex Crotty. Nonetheless, the catcher can do it. We head to the top of the 8th. 10-5 is the score. Oilers in favor. Top of the year, 10-5 in favor of the Gators. Caleb Hicks on the pitch. The shortstop pitcher, well, might as well just blow everything up. We got a pitcher hitting now that's formerly a catcher that just had a 1-2-3 inning. The shortstop in the pitch. What's going on, Daniel? Walk me through it.
Long seasons, got a lot of injuries. I know Crowley's a little banged up right now too, so
But really, he shouldn't even be playing.
yeah, we'll see what happens.
I am telling you, I think we're one injury away from Caleb Duarte, the 5'9", 180 beast of a pitcher making his debut.
180, that's fast.
184, give or take, man. I don't like to be prideful. Crotty takes that one outside for strike two. Caleb Duarte here, joined by Daniel Sweeney. Top of the 8, Oilers lead this game 10-5. Caleb Hicks, the 0-2 pitch to Crotty. He's outside, ball 1. Now, Daniel, you kind of talked about it with the injuries. Do you see it differently? Have you played summer ball before?
Yeah, I've played the past 2 seasons in South Carolina.
So how is it different from here versus those? Is it the same kind of?
No, it's very different in the sense that you know, if you get a lot of guys that are injured there, there's always people that are willing to drive up or local people that can play. But here you can't just, you know, shove out a couple $100 to fly up to Alaska for a couple of weeks to play, and you can't find the guys that really want to play. So
I mean, also you have to think of the competitiveness.
yeah,
As this is arguably the second best league talent-wise behind the Cape Cod. So a little bit different than my 5th grade all-star team. I am never going to let that go. As Crotty takes that outside, 3-2. Well, Alex Schmidt stands on deck. We might see him pitch as well. He pitched last night in the doubleheader. The 3-2 to Crotty. Crotty shoots that one right back up the middle. And pitchers who rake, yes, sir, as Alex Crotty at the leadoff single, and Alex Schmitz to the plate.
Alex Schmitz.
Alex Schmitz now hitting with nobody out and a runner on first in this 10-5 affair. And the first pitch to Schmitz from Hicks is in for strike 1. The 0-1. Schmitz takes that one low, ball 1. One ball, one strike. That one is chopped to the right side. Wenger comes out, flips to second, and will flip to first is not in time. So Schmitz is able to leg out a single to avoid
Now heading for the Chinooks.
the double play. The fielder's choice there is Schmitz. First now after the choice. Crotty gets thrown out at second. At the top of the order, Levi Gilcrease, who we have seen play center field and the pitcher and back to center field. So what's going on? I don't know. But we love it because it's baseball. 10-5 is the score here in the top of the 8th. Run on first with 1 away. Caleb Hicks on the mound. And the first pitch to Gilcrease is outside, ball 1. Caleb Duarte here, joined by Daniel Sweeney. 2 games left in the season. You're kind of done pitching already. 2 in the last 2 games to just do.
Yeah, and then get to try new things. Got to coach first base. Get to hang out with the guys, you know. So it's been a fun trip up to Kenai again. But ready to sleep in my own bed.
Most people in just this league would say the same. Alex Schmitz moves to second on that wild pitch from Hicks. So now with 1 away and Levi Gilcrease out the plate, waiting a 2-0 count, Alex Schmitz stands on second. Hicks, shortstop, turned pitcher in this game, sets the 2-0. Is down for ball 3. So Hicks struggling with this command here. That's a 3-0 count with Aaron Shackelford standing on deck. Shackelford moved to right field in the last inning. Gilcrease awaits a 3-0 pitch. That one is in for strike 1. Now, one thing we talk a lot about in this booth is the umpires. How have those been for you this year?
You know, just like we're coming up here to get some work in, they are too. And so it's hard to be so critical of them when they make mistakes, because maybe they're trying new techniques or whatever to get a better view. And so,
Now that
you know, if something happens, you just got to wear
right
it,
fielder,
move on to the
number
next
8,
pitch. And
Aaron
so,
Shackelford.
if nothing else, a lot of guys in our team have definitely learned to accept a bad call or a nifty call and just move on.
Well, there's definitely been a good amount of those times to be tested.
Yep.
But you hit it on the nail. Just like players are here to get better, so are the umpires. With the runners on first and second, with one away, takes that first pitch at the feet for ball 1. Caleb Hicks on the mound here for the Oilers. 10-5 lead for the Oilers at 4:30 here down in Kenai. The 1-0 is in for strike 1. One ball, one strike coming to Shackelford. Justin Gomez on deck. Daniel Sweeney joining us up here in the booth. 1-1 to Shackelford. Is chopped to the right side. Wenger. He has nowhere to go but flip to first. And so Shackelford has a 3-1 ground out. Schmitz and Gilcrease both advance to base.
Now for the Chinooks, first baseman, number 25, Justin Gomez.
And so now Gomez will hit with runners on second and third and 2 outs. And Gomez has been on a tear lately.
Yeah, he's crushing the ball, man. He's having a week right now. So
Had 2 doubles last night and a 2-run bomb. And last night's doubleheader hits here with 2 on, 2 outs. As he cannot find the strike zone there. 1 ball, no strikes to Gomez. 1-0. Gomez watches that one in, ball 2. Two balls, no strike. And Gomez sends that to the left field. Isaac DeVoe going to go, and that one is going to just miss foul. So Gomez will drop back to the batter's box, this time awaiting a 2-ball, 1-strike pitch coming from Hicks. Now, one thing we got to love, how have you liked pitching in Chugiak? The fans there are pretty passionate, and they're pretty loyal.
yeah, they are passionate. They'll let you know when you're not having a good game. But yeah, I mean, it's not fun to pitch in front of nobody. So we're lucky to have a really good fan base.
As they might be small in numbers, they can get pretty loud. 2-2 to Gomez. It's popped up. Mikey Honer goes to his right and will make the catch, battling the sun. The Chinooks get 2 on, but cannot bring them home. Bottom of the 8th we go. 10-5 is the score in favor of the Oilers. Bottom of the 8th here, Alex Crotty, the catcher, turned third baseman, turned to pitcher. On the mound here in the bottom of the 8th, 10-5 lead for the Oilers. as the first baseman, Benny Wenger, will lead things out. And the first pitch swinging sends that to right field. And that is through for a leadoff single for the Yale Bulldogs at the plate. One
Now
pitch,
batting for your
and
Peninsula
one runner on.
Whalers.
As
This is
Caleb
Missouri
Hicks
State University.
just came in to pitch.
Number
Hit here
21,
with a runner on first and one away.
Hicks.
And when we look around the league, Daniel, tonight the Miners have locked up the first place spot. So right now, if these results hold, at 6, sends that to the backstop for strike one. The Miners would battle the Oilers or us if we can find a way to sneak in, and the Bucks would play the Pilots. The Bucks Pilots would be a very interesting game.
Yeah, it would. I mean, I'm sure they've got a sharing the same field and everything. So they're both pretty talented teams. So
Who would you take in a one-run playoff or one-game playoff?
between those two teams,
The Pilots and the Bucks.
I would probably take the Bucks.
Bucks probably do have more talent, and they would be the one favorite. I would probably go with the Pilots. TCU players. That's not true. I actually would take the Pilots in that game. I do like their pitching. I think they got tough-nosed players. But we'll find out shortly enough as that battle seems locked in as Crotty comes in and hits Hicks. So now runners on first and second with nobody out. And now Crotty's starting to look like the catcher.
Missouri Western University.
You know, you can't help but feel for him on the mound, kind of getting thrown into the fire, already not feeling hot.
Yeah, he's just having fun with it. You can see him out there laughing at it. So.
I still remember this one is back at Mercer where he's mainly a catcher. He looks on the mound. So he'll have to work out of a 2-on, nobody out situation. And Ryan Smith to the plate. That one misses up high, ball one.
That's a good song, I would say.
Ryan Smith in to pitch hit for Jack Barrow, the DH. 10-5 is the score in favor of the Oilers here in the bottom of the 8th. First pitch is up high, ball 2. The 2-0 to Smith from side foul. 2-1 count now. And as we were talking about, the Bucks Pilots seemingly locked into that playoffs rotation. Then you have the Miners who pulled away in first. And it's hard to think about because with the times we played the Miners, so many times we've given them wins. Eat at you if you're Chinook.
Yeah, I mean, always tough to lose close games. And it's happened a lot with us, especially playing the Miners. But they're a good team, and that's what good teams do. They pull out close games.
A 3-1. They swing on and missed by Smith. Full count now, 3-2. Isaac DeVoe on deck. Hitting here and a pitch hit opportunity with runners on first and second, nobody out. And Crotty gets him swinging in there for strikeout and out number 1.
For your Peninsula Whalers.
So Crotty flashing a little bit of pitching potential there.
Isaac DeVoe.
Isaac DeVoe singled back in the 6th. Comes to the plate here with runners on first and second, 1 away. This 10-5 Oiler lead. Crotty working from the stretch, second, and the pitch is up high, ball 1. And so, Daniel, I got to ask, did Chris Beck, the pitching coach, ask Crotty if he wanted to pitch?
I think Crotty volunteered himself.
That does not surprise me. The 1-0 up high, ball 2. But Danny talked about it, and folks, we're not just throwing these guys to just put them in the fire. It's just in summer league, Steve, you might have guys go on short rest, but you have to watch their health here.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we've got a lot of talented guys and a lot of guys who have potential to go and play the next level. And as much as we're up here to win and we're up to get better and get our innings in, at the same time, injury, short rest, or if something's squeaked or not feeling right, you don't want to test that.
Holy crap.
As Crotty misses for ball 4, but we're talking about it. That's just one thing that's
Now
hard
batting
about
for
this
your
league. And
Peninsula Oilers.
being a fan of it is you
Captain
want your
Francisco
players
Valley,
to
number
give it all
39.
they got, but
Mikey
sometimes you just got to
Oder.
look yourself in the eye and say, my first priority isn't this team. And that's hard to swallow, especially the competitive atmosphere. I mean, I'm sure if you asked Mike Batten and Rob Winslow, if they, or even you, if you had a pitch on short rest, your competitive side would say sure, but that would be your heart talking, not your mind. And that's hard.
And you got other people, you know, that care about you. Coaches here, coaches at school, your parents, friends that do more than just pitch one good game in Alaska. They want you to go on and have a career. So sometimes you have to listen to people that care about you.
That's hard to do as a competitive athlete. Bases loaded here for Alex Crotty on the mound. 2-0 pitch with one away. Sent high in the air. Gilcrease going to roll to his left. Right will make the catch. And Wenger will tag from third. 11-5 lead now for the Oilers. And now, as Hicks moves from second to third.
Center fielder from San Jose State University, number 22, Kellen.
2 outs. Runners on the corners for top of the order, Kellen Strom. 2 outs here. Alex Crotty and the Chinooks looking to get out of this inning. Only down 6. Kellen Strom so far struck out swinging back in the 7th, doubled in the 6th, came around to score. Hits here as he takes that one in for ball 1 from Crotty. A 1-0 pitch to Strom from Crotty. It's sent right back up the middle and through. Hicks will score from third. 12-5 lead now for the Oilers.
Now for your Peninsula Oilers. The shortstop from the University
Isaac
of
DeVoe
San
moves from
Diego,
first to second.
number 5, Paul Coombs.
Runners will be on first and second. 2 runs already crossed for the Oilers. 12-5 is the score, and Paul Coombs back up to hit here. In the bottom of the 8th with 2 outs. Runners on board, first and second. Is in for strike 1 from Crotty. Hale Duarte here, joined by Daniel Sweeney. In the bottom of the 8th, 2 outs, 2 on. 12-5 lead for the Oilers. The 0-1 from Crotty. He swung on and hit deep to the left center gap, and that ball is going to drop. DeVoe's going to score. Strom is going to be waved in. He's going to score. And Paul Coombs with a 2 RBI double.
All right, fans, it's double time.
Makes this a 14-5 game. Daniel, with Chris Beck coming out. What do you do? You're down 9.
Let's make some noise for a double, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, right here. I mean, it's not like we have pitchers just waiting to come in. So it looks like Luke's coming in pitch.
Coffee.
Coming in to pitch.
Please. Now pitching for the
We have a change as Alex Crotty will send out the pitcher's glove and get the fielder's glove. As he'll go from the mound to third. And Luke Coffey will come to pitch. 14 lead for the Oilers. When we come back, Luke Coffey on. And as we're back here, Luke Coffey on the pitch for the Chinooks, coming from third base to the mound as he gets Nathan Webb swinging there for strike one. 14-5 lead here for the Oilers. It's been a tough one. Chinooks fell down 5-1 before coming back, before right back giving it back. The Oilers took it 10-5, and they put 4 on the board here. Make it 14-5 as Luke Coffey misses down ball 1. Luke Coffey from Westmont University. 1-1 pitch from Luke Coffey. As that one's chopped out into center, and this one is gonna drop. And Coops will be held up at third. And so runners on the corners here.
Now batting
After
for
Nathan
Peninsula
Webb
Oilers.
puts
Right
that
fielder for
ball in
Yale
the perfect
University,
spot.
Thomas Ruddy.
Runners on the corners, 2 outs, and Thomas Ruddy grounded out to Justin Gomez at first and double back in the 6th. Hits here with runners on the corners and 2 outs. Pitch in for strike 1. Thomas Ruddy hit with runners on the corners, 2 outs. In the pitch, the 1-0. At a run, hits that out to center. Gilcrease going back. Want to make the out, and well, it is rally cap time. 14-5 lead for the Oilers. We go to the top of the ninth.
At a double.
Top of the ninth here, folks. Oilers lead 14-5. Preston White on to hit. As that one from Hicks skips in the dirt, ball 1. The Oilers tacked on 4 in the bottom of the 8th to extend their lead to 9. The 1-0 pitch coming to White. He's down, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. And that one drops in for strike 1, 2-1 now.
I talked to a coach.
Yeah.
2-1 pitch now from Hicks. Gets White swinging there, even count at 2-2.
Do you hear your teacher on Dixon?
2 balls, 2 strikes. And White goes after that one, comes up empty for out number 1.
Now batting for the Chinooks. Second baseman. Number
Brandon
5.
Mitchie now to the plate with nobody on and one away in this 14-5 Oiler lead. In this top of the ninth action. Mitchie hit from the left side. Swings at that one foul. One.
That foul ball brought to you by Charlie Pierce for Burrow Mayer.
No balls, one strike. Hicks sets the pitch. And in for strike two. Mitchie now down, no balls and 2 strikes. Hicks on the mound for the Oilers, the 0-2. And Mitchie sends this out to right field.
Center.
And Kellen Strom going to roll to his left and make the catch out there. We're out number 2. So the Chinooks now down. Their last down here, Luke Coffey. Coffey came in to finish the 8th on the mound. Will hit here trying to keep this game alive. 14-5 lead for the Oilers. Nobody on and 2 outs. For Luke Coffey at the plate. Hicks the pitch. And Coffey, first pitch swinging, pops that up in a left field. Kuntz out there in short, going to be called off by DeVoe, who makes the catch. And this game is over. The Oilers beat the Chinooks 14-5. And with 2 games left, the Oilers take a full game up on the Chinooks. It is crunch time. 2 games left. We play the Anchorage Bucks tomorrow in Anchorage. And then on Monday night is our potential last game of the year. Start time. 2 games left, the game back. We're going to need to win both, and the Oilers are going to need to lose both to get in the playoffs. That's going to do it for us. The Oilers win 14-5 over your Chinooks.